What if I told you that sometimes the biggest victory isn't winning a music award, it's proving week after week, month after month, that millions of people simply refuse to stop choosing you. Imagine waking up every Monday, only to discover that your fans have done it again. Not once, not 10 times, not even 50, but for 59 consecutive weeks. And somehow, Jin has made that seem almost normal. But trust me, what just happened is much bigger than another number on a chart. Because this latest achievement tells a story about loyalty, consistency, and a fan base that keeps rewriting what dedication looks like. Let's dive in. For more than a year, Jin has continued to dominate one of Korea's most competitive fan voting platforms, AIDOLPIK. Every single week, thousands of fans cast their votes for their favorite artists. These rankings change constantly. New comebacks appear, new performances go viral, new artists rise every month. Yet somehow, when the votes are counted, one name keeps returning to the very top: Kim Seokjin. During the 5th week of June, covering the voting period from June 29th through July 5th, Jin once again finished in first place in the male idol category. This wasn't just another victory, it officially marked his 59th consecutive week at number 1. Think about that for a second. 59 weeks. That means for well over a year, no one has managed to take the crown away from him. In an industry where trends change overnight, maintaining the top position for that long is incredibly rare. And fans once again showed exactly why Jin continues to stand above the competition. This time he earned 53,778 votes, enough to comfortably secure first place among all male idols. But that wasn't the only surprise, because Jin didn't just dominate his own category. He also remained number 1 in the overall integrated rankings, meaning he outperformed every other artist participating on the platform. That makes 5 consecutive weeks at the very top of the overall rankings. It's one thing to lead your category. It's another thing entirely to become the most supported artist across the entire platform. That kind of consistency isn't created by luck. It's built through trust. And perhaps even more importantly, through fans who never stop showing up. Then came another incredible milestone. AIDOLPIK also announced the results for its 183rd LED screen support event, which collected votes over a 2-week period from June 22nd to July 5th. Once again, Jin finished with the highest total, an astonishing 104,764 picks. That means fans didn't simply vote enough for him to win, they voted enough to earn him another massive public celebration. As a reward, Jin's advertisement will light up a giant LED display opposite Lotte Avenue Myeongdong in central Seoul. From July 16th through July 18th, one of the busiest shopping districts in Korea will feature Jin on a supersized screen. Imagine walking through Myeongdong, surrounded by thousands of visitors, then suddenly looking up and seeing Jin towering above the streets. It's more than advertising. It's a public celebration created entirely by fans. A reminder that fan support doesn't end online. Sometimes, it lights up an entire city. But perhaps the biggest announcement arrived with the monthly rankings. After combining all of June's votes, the results left absolutely no doubt. Jin finished first with an incredible 254th of 510 cumulative picks, officially earning the title of Best Artist of June. Month after month, fans continue proving that their support isn't temporary. It's consistent, it's organized, and it's incredibly powerful. Winning a weekly vote is impressive. Winning an entire month's competition requires something completely different. It requires thousands of people returning again and again, voting every day, never missing an opportunity to support their favorite artist. To recognize that achievement, another outdoor advertisement has been prepared. From July 16th to July 25th, Jin's image will appear on a large LED screen outside Seodaemun Station Exit 1 in Seoul. For 10 days, commuters, tourists, families, office workers, everyone passing through one of Seoul's busiest areas will be greeted by Jin. It's another visual reminder that fan dedication can transform online support into something the whole city can see. What's especially fascinating about these achievements is that they aren't happening during a quiet period. Quite the opposite. Jin isn't sitting back and enjoying his success. He's busy creating even more unforgettable memories with BTS. The group is currently traveling across the world as part of the BTS World Tour ARIRANG. After successfully completing their performances in London, BTS is already preparing for the next stop. On July 11th and 12th, the tour heads to Munich, Germany, where thousands of fans are expected to welcome the group once again. That means while Jin is performing in front of packed stadiums across Europe, his fans back home continue breaking records in his name. It's a remarkable balance. One side of the world is cheering inside concert venues. The other side is voting relentlessly online. Together, they're creating one continuous wave of support that never seems to slow down. When you look closely, these numbers represent something much larger than statistics. 59 consecutive weeks, 5 straight weeks at the top overall. More than 100,000 picks for a fan support event. Over 250,000 monthly votes. None of these happen by accident. They reveal something unique about Jin's relationship with his fans. Even after years in the spotlight, even after military service, even while balancing global tours, the connection remains incredibly strong. Perhaps that's why every new milestone feels less like the end of a journey, and more like another chapter in an ongoing story. Every week, people wonder if someone else will finally take the #1 spot. Every week, the answer has been exactly the same: Jin. Again and again and again. As BTS continues its ARIRANG World Tour across Europe, one question naturally comes to mind. If fans can achieve milestones like these while Jin is already performing around the world, what incredible records could still be waiting in the weeks ahead? One thing seems certain. For Kim Seokjin, the story of breaking records is far from over. And if history has taught us anything, the next headline may be even bigger than the last.